Sometime after 3 months of age, your baby will no longer be happy to lie flat in that bassinet pram, and this is for 2 reasons. Firstly, they've become aware of the world around them and they want to be able to see it. And they're also spending more time awake between naps, and because of that, you won't always be able to schedule a walk while they sleep. The other thing that happens between 3 to 4 months of age is babies outgrow the bassinet, meaning they're either too long for it or they actually reach the weight limit, or both. With my son, he was too tall for the bassinet after 4 months of age, so we had to sit him up at that point. So when you notice your little one is no longer happy lying down in the pram or they've outgrown it, it's time to switch to an upright seated position. And the first thing you need to do is get that stroller seat angle just right. Since your little one can't sit up yet by themselves, they'll have a tough time staying comfortable and safe in a fully upright seat. Instead, when they're in this position, they might actually end up slumping to the side with their chin resting on their chest. And this is not ideal, as it can make it hard for them to breathe with their tiny airways getting blocked. To avoid this, you need to set the seat into a semi-reclined position rather than in a fully upright position. By doing this, you'll give their head, neck and spine the support they need, plus the slight angle stops their chin from pressing against their chest, making it easier for them to breathe. The perfect recline depends on your baby's needs. If the angle is just right, they'll be able to hold their head up with a nice gap between their chin and their chest. If you see them trying to lift their head to sit up further, it's an indication that the seat is too far back and you'll need to adjust it so it's slightly more upright. As your baby grows, you'll need to adjust the angle of the stroller seat each month to accommodate their new skill development as their head control improves and they get closer to being able to sit up independently. Sitting up is just one of the many amazing developmental milestones your baby will achieve during their first year of life, and it can happen as early as 6 months of age. To help you navigate these exciting milestones and know when to expect them, I've created a free, easy to understand developmental milestone chart. Just click the link in the description box below this video to grab your free copy. Next up is getting the 5-point harness in place. The first step is to make sure the shoulder straps are level with or just above your baby's shoulders. This keeps your little one secure in the stroller without actually putting pressure on their neck or their chest. If the straps are up too high, they can actually cause discomfort and restrict your baby's breathing, and if the straps are too low, they might not provide enough support, increasing the risk of your baby actually slipping down or slumping in the stroller, which in turn will encourage your baby to adopt that chin to chest position. Next, make sure that the buckle on the crutch strap is below your baby's belly button and level with their hips. Positioning it at hip level will prevent them from slipping down and out of the stroller, and will also ensure that their breathing is not compromised. Because if the buckle is level with their chest, there is a risk that your baby's breathing could become compromised if they were to actually slip down in the stroller. Finally, the waist straps should be level with your baby's hips, and this will provide additional support and stability. Now let's talk about the footrest. At this age, your baby's legs probably aren't long enough to reach an angled footrest. Instead, they'll be sticking out in front of them. Therefore, to provide additional support for your baby's legs and feet, raise the footrest so it's level with their feet. And if their feet still are not resting on the footrest, place some folded up towels underneath their legs for extra support. Doing this not only adds to their comfort, but also helps to maintain proper posture and prevents their legs from dangling, which can put pressure on their lower back and hips. Once you've got the seat set up, make sure each time when you put your little one in the stroller, their back is against the seat and their hips are level. This position helps support their spine and provides a comfortable seated position for your little one. And then once they are seated, the next thing you want to do is actually tighten the harness. You want to make sure that the harness is snug around your little one, but not too tight that it's uncomfortable or restricts their breathing. A good rule of thumb is that you should be able to fit 2 fingers between the straps and your baby's chest. This will ensure that your baby is secure without restricting their breathing or causing discomfort. In addition to not being too tight, it's important to make sure that the straps of the harness are flat with no twists. This ensures that the pressure is evenly distributed across your baby's chest and reduces the risk of injury in case there's any sudden stops while you're walking. Finally, to keep your little one comfortable and prevent them from slumping to the side, you need to place rolled up wraps or small blankets along their trunk and thighs for extra support. Now do remember, when you are placing those rolled up towels or wraps beside your baby's trunk, you want to make sure that they extend to the base of their rib cage rather than going all the way up to their armpits, because this will allow your baby to comfortably lower their arms and prevent them from having to have their arms awkwardly sticking out in front of them, which is definitely not a position your baby would find comfortable. Once your baby's able to sit up independently, the rolled up towels are no longer necessary, as they'll have the core strength to hold themselves up. There are actually a few things that you can do to help your little one learn to sit up independently, and I'll put all of these tips into a video right here. You can start doing these activities from as early as 4 months of age, so make sure you check out that video next.